It's been a while since I last shared a paranormal story on this channel. So it's about a family friend on this subreddit. However, recently my mother recounted a childhood experience that left her shaken. I know she wasn't lying because my cousin, who is currently visiting us, asking her own mother about it on the phone, and she confirmed the story to be true. This incident occurred in Pakistan, a place known for its share of strange and paranormal occurrences. My mother had a very close relationship with her grandmother, often described as her mother's angel. Despite having seven other siblings, my mother was the second youngest and shared a special bond with her grandmother. My grandmother used to explain to my mother about feeling as if someone poking her with needles in specific areas of her body. My mother would message My mother would massage those areas, but everyone believed it was just my grandmother's head, thinking she might be going a bit crazy. Sadly, my grandmother passed away in 1994, leaving everyone devastated, especially my mother. During the funeral, distant relatives came to visit, and one of them noticed something peculiar about the house, sensing a distinctive aura. My grandfather shared this concern. My grandfather shared his concerns about his daughters not getting married. Given the importance of marriage back then, not to be taken as an endorsement of such thinking today. The distance the distant relative offered to pray for their family, but requested that a particular room be emptied and cleaned thoroughly. My grandfather followed his advice and prepared the room. Then the relative gathered my mother and her siblings in a circle and instructed them to recite a specific surah, a verse from the Quran. While remaining silent, in the center of the circle, there was a cup with an egg. To everyone's astonishment, my mother claimed that the bunch of pins and a piece of my grandmother's clothing fell into the cup during this ritual. Now, I understand that this might sound like it's unbelievable and defy the laws of physics, but my mother was genuinely shaken while recounting this. She usually doesn't open up to us due to our strained relationship, but her demeanor suggested that what she experienced was real. Adding to the mystery, the pins spelled out the name of the person who conducted the ritual, although only my grandfather saw the name. After this unusual event, my mother said that the house felt lighter, as if a weight had been lifted. Everything seems to be lighter, seems to be better. The aura has changed. She and her siblings eventually got married. However, my mother carries a sense of guilt because her mother's claim were not unfounded. Very strange story. I believe you liked, but I can understand these kind of stuff. This kind of strange behaviors and strange magic that happens all around the world. In the West, we call it witchcraft. In the East, we call it black magic, which is almost the same thing, and which is a curse, and which is not good for anyone.